Facebook. I hope you're well. Let me just hit the refresh button and make sure that you can actually hear the audio. And my apologies, it's a little bit loud in the background. I'm at the airport, but let me just double check. Okay, so it looks like I can hear it on this end. If you guys hopping on could tell me if you can hear me okay, that would be great, because I am at the airport. Quite ocean going on. So just drop me a comment, Andrea, Sam, I see you guys popped on, so if you could let me know that you can hear me okay before I start.
Ladies and gentlemen,
sorry. This might be a little bit of a loud interrupted live stream, but if you guys could just drop a comment, let me know that you can hear me okay. I'll get into it, because the topic is how living an EF life can make you happier, healthier, and wealthier. So I'm just going to wait till I get a comment or two to let me know that you guys can hear me okay. Once I get confirmation on that, I will kick this thing off. So
once again, to passengers traveling Iceland this evening, we do have a complimentary full flight. Every seat will be occupied in the aircraft.
See, maybe you guys can hear me. Maybe you can't. I don't know, because nobody's putting any comments in. It's coming through over here, so I think I'm good. I guess if you guys can't hear, then I don't know what to tell you. So again, thanks for hopping on. I am at the airport. We're about to board a plane to Iceland, and so I just wanted to pop on and do a live stream, because this is day 14 of the 14-day challenge, and every day for the last 14 days I've been doing live streams, and so I just wanted to make sure that I didn't actually miss this last and final day. So here we are. Just ignore, or I guess kind of bear with the notifications in the background. I have no idea how much they're going to come through, so if they're super annoying, I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and just get into this is funny. I'm going to go ahead and get into the content, and we'll just keep on rolling. J Boom, I see you're on. Do me a favor. Nobody's letting me know if you can hear me okay. Just confirm that you can actually hear me. I'm sorry, I know there's crazy stuff going on in the background. Just somebody drop me a comment, let me know. I'm not going to proceed until I actually have confirmation that you guys can hear me. So somebody give me a thumbs up or a heart or a comment or something. All right. So, you know what? I'm just going to go on and get through this, and hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not too much of a distraction in the background. But what I'm going to actually share in this live stream, this is for anybody that wants, if you would like to be happier, healthier, more successful in life, this concept will absolutely help you do that. And so it actually is. And then why it's key to being happier, healthier, and wealthier. So I see Andrea's here, Tim, Victoria, Justin, Jason. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Hopefully you can hear me all right. So let's just get into it. All right, how living an EF life can make you happier and more successful. So let's start by talking about what EF stands for. EF stands for, oh, these announcements are like nonstop. They weren't talking at all before I went live, and now it's like every 2 seconds. And so EF stands for expectation free. All right, Helena, I see that you've popped on. If you could, maybe nobody can hear me because nobody's actually answering. If somebody could just leave a comment and say, yes, I can hear you, or no, I can't, that would be super helpful for me, and I would really appreciate it. Because I do want to actually finish this live stream and get it out, but not if you guys can't hear me. So I don't know if It's just on my end where I'm not seeing comments, or if there's none actually coming in. So there's people still here, so I'm just going to assume that you guys can hear me. I guess if you can't, then maybe I can redo it later. So EF stands for expectation free. All right, so here's the deal. So many people, they get upset, they get all just tangled up, they get disappointed, frustrated, overwhelmed, simply because they walk around every day, all day, with expectations. All right, if you can learn to just let go of expectations and live an expectation-free life, you'll show up more powerful, you'll be happier, you'll earn more money, you will have a much, much better life if you can just learn to let go of the expectations. All right, so I'm going to give you an example. If they bake somebody a pie, right? There's so many people walking around with these expectations. So they might bake somebody a pie, and they have this expectation that they better get a nice thank you. They better send me a card. They better show gratitude. Or if they hold the door for somebody, or they open the door for somebody, or whatever, they have this expectation that's like, they better say thank you. And that's not the bad part. What's bad is they get upset if they don't. All right, that's because that's what the expectation does. Deborah, I see Deborah's in the house. Hey, hey. Sorry about the loud noises in the background. I'm at the airport getting ready to hop on a plane to Iceland, and there's a skateboarder that just rolled by. That's funny. So walking around with expectations, Deborah, if you can hear me, if you could just leave me a comment, just to let me know that my audio is coming through okay, that would be awesome. And so people walk around with these expectations, and if you would just learn to let them go, then you would have a lot better life, a lot happier life, a lot more joy in your life, all right? And so they have these other expectations. People that have those type of expectations, the ones that they get mad if they hold the door and somebody doesn't say thank you or give them a hug or a high five or something, those type of people also tend to have expectations for other people as well, all right? They feel as if other people are obligated to give them their time, to give them their money when they have it, to share their resources with them. So the fact of the matter is, I'm not a big believer of or a fan of asking somebody for anything if, to me, I don't see a clear benefit in it for them. I don't like to just ask just for something that benefits only me, right? That, to me, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem right. And so I'm not a big fan of that, asking others for favors with no clear benefit to the person that I'm actually asking. And no, a book that, now Ray mentioned this on his training this morning in the 14-day challenge group that I'm a part of. And he mentioned a book that really helped him kind of shift his way of thinking on it. And that was the book Atlas Shrugged. It helped him really just get a better view of intellectual property and how to treat other people, how to treat other people's time, how to treat other people's resources. And so that book really shifted him. Now, if you've never seen the book, don't go out and actually watch the movie first. I've done both. I've read the book, I've listened to the audio book, and I've watched all three of the movies. The movies are very different from the book. And so don't watch the movie in place of the book. It's okay you can watch the movie if you've seen the book or read the book before. But it's a pivotal book. It's what shifted Ray's thinking, and it also caused me to kind of have this same shift as well, and just change the way that I did life, change the way that I lived in certain areas. And so a couple of examples here. Before reading Atlas Shrugged, and this is something that Ray shared this morning, you know, there's no problem, there's nothing wrong with, you know, watching a pirated movie or, you know, getting a free download from somewhere instead of like paying for it, right? But then after reading that book, that's all changed, right? Like that, it just doesn't sit the same way. It's not okay after you've read that book. And so even he took it to another extreme and said, you know what, even when people reach out and offer, you know, their logins to training programs that are thousands of dollars that maybe they've paid for, and they're just trying to be nice and say, hey, I've got the login to that if you want it. And people do this for me all the time. I have people that try to, they invest in coaching, and then they want additional stuff for products or services that we offer. And then they'll ask, hey, what if I give you login to this thing that I bought over here? That doesn't really resonate with me. It's not a route that I like to go. It doesn't feel right to me. No judgment if you do it, but I think if you read the book Atlas Shrugged, then your perspective will kind of shift in that regard. All right. So Carrie is in the house. Matt Leatherwood. Hey. Good to see you guys. I appreciate you hopping on. I'm still waiting for somebody to just comment, let me know that you guys can hear me okay. I'm in the airport. It's a little loud, so just apologies for the ambulance loudness. I'll get through this and get this out. So living an expectation-free life, right? You don't reach out to people and ask them for anything with any expectations, okay? You don't do things for people with other expectations. Don't expect them to do anything at all for you. Now, this is key, super, super key, especially if you're in network marketing. If you're involved in like a network marketing type of a business and you're prospecting, or if you're just building a non-network marketing business and you're out there just prospecting for customers and asking people, if you walk around with an expectation or have an attachment to the outcome of what they say, it's kind of the same lines, right? You're going to be miserable building your business because people are going to tell you no all day long. They're going to say, no, I'm not interested. No, you sound like a scammer. No, you are whatever, right? You're going to catch that stuff all day long. So if you just learn to eliminate the expectation altogether, just detach yourself from any attachment, then it'll make your life a whole lot easier in that regard. And so instead of just some other practical ways that this kind of plays out for people, instead of running around asking for people, hey, go like my page, review this video, watch this, why wouldn't you watch this? You remember that time that I did this thing for you? You owe me, you should do, like, that's an attitude of expectation. And instead of doing that, think about what are the reasons that they will benefit, right? If you want somebody to watch your video, what are the benefits that they're going to get for doing it? Don't like just say, hey, go watch my video because I've been your friend for 10 years and I think that you owe me. It's the least you could do, right? Like, there's that approach. And then there's the approach of just taking from what would they benefit from watching? How can my video possibly help them? And take that approach. And if you just start looking for that and taking those type of different approaches, it's going to make life a lot better, a lot more fun, a lot more joyful. And so let go of expectations, let go of entitlement. Entitlement, to me, one of the most disgusting things that a human could have. If somebody comes at me with entitlement, as in, do this for me because you owe me, I'm entitled to that, that's the fastest way to get me to ignore you or block you or whatever. Refund your money if you're a customer. And we kick customers out. We kick members out. We fire customers and business partners all the time. Not all the time, but like over the years, we've done this. If they come, like, the first breath of entitlement that I pick up on, I'm like, all right, you're done. Like, you're blocked. You can't buy my stuff. You're out of the world of justice at that point. And so it's just not a good look. And also, it's heavy. It's heavy to carry around expectation or entitlement. And you just set yourself up for disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. So rather than walk around all day, every day, expecting people to do things for you and feel to them, take the other approach. Take the approach of, if I want somebody to do this, what's the benefit in it for them? And then try to think about and relay that benefit. All right? Because if you don't relay that benefit, guess what you're going to relay? You're going to relay the expectation. You're going to relay the entitlement. And that doesn't come across very fondly. It's not a good thing, all right? Probably won't get you the result that you're looking to get out of it. So if you do bake a pie for somebody, then don't get mad or have the expectation that they better tell me thank you. They better send me a card. They better love me and give me high fives and whatever, right? Don't have that expectation. Have zero expectation. Let your joy come from not the outcome. That, you know, don't be attached to them telling you thank you or them telling you that the pie was delicious or anything. Don't be attached. It doesn't matter. Let your joy come from the process of you actually baking the pie. Let that be where you get your fulfillment from. And so if you do that, like I said in the title, you'll walk around happier, you'll walk around healthier, you'll walk around wealthier, because the attitude of expectation and entitlement, it blocks you and cuts you off from a lot of the good that you're wanting and going after. And so Thanksgiving is just right around the corner. We don't have very long until Thanksgiving. And so just think about this. What if we all just went into Thanksgiving with zero expectation of getting anything back? You know, what can we give? How can we give? And how can we do it with zero expectation of getting anything back? All right. How much better would Thanksgiving be for you, for the people that are interacting with you, if you just approached it that way? All right. So with everything you do going forward, try to just eliminate any and all expectation from the equation altogether. Eliminate any and all entitlement. Just get rid of it. Put it in a box. Throw it in the ocean. Don't ever go swimming to try to get it. Just let it go. It's not a good look. It's not fun to carry, and it just sets you up for a bunch of disappointment. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully you guys got some value. Hopefully you could actually hear me. I see several of you have popped on, so I appreciate that. Paul is in the house. Kelly is here. Joe McKegg is here. Carrie is here. Matt, Deborah, Elena, Jason, Justin, Victoria, Tim. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you got some value in this. Hopefully you could actually hear me over this loudspeaker. I'm in the Boston airport. We're about to hop on a plane, go to Iceland, hang out, go swimming in the Blue Lagoon, go check out the Northern Lights, go ride some dune buggies. So super pumped about that. Hopefully you got some value. If you did get value, let me know in the comments. And if you think of somebody else that might also get value from this, feel free to tag them, share this with them. And by the way, if you like this type of stuff, I think you'll really like the marketing notes that I've been taking over the last couple of weeks. I'm participating in a 14-day marketing challenge. Today is the final day. You guys that have been popping on and actually kind of going with me on this journey, I appreciate all of you. Today's conversation, the whole idea of living an EF life, that was the topic for today, day 14. And so if you like this kind of stuff, you'll really get some value from the notes that I've been taking over the past 14 days as I went through this challenge. And if you're a marketer especially, there's several pages, like 30, I think there's 35 pages of notes. So it's no joke. There's 35 pages of notes, and there's marketing gold in there. There's a lot of really good stuff in there. And so contained within this notes, there's all kinds, like if you're wanting to do Facebook Lives or you want to know how to do it or just be a better overall marketer, then you'd really get some value from these notes. We cover everything from writing compelling titles to get people to click onto your Facebook Lives, how to talk about anything and then transition into anything that you're selling or offering, how to give clear and compelling calls to action, how to never struggle with coming up with content. So these are all things that we actually talk about and dive into deep on these notes. And so if you'd like me to send you the Google document where I've got all these notes, all you got to do is just ask. Either leave a comment here on this thread and say, hey, send me your notes, or send me a PM and just ask me to send them to you. All right, I'll be doing a live kind of a recap webinar from these notes. It'll be like a 60 to 90 minute deep dive on every aspect of doing Facebook Lives from A to Z. And I'll probably be doing that next week whenever I get back from Iceland. And so if you are interested in that also, then just tell me, say, hey, I'd like an invite to that webinar. It's totally free. There's nothing for sale. I'm not selling anything on it or anything like that. It's just kind of my takeaway from these last 14 days. And probably end up turning it into a front-end product to sell later. But there you go. Hopefully you got some value. I see there's people here. I'm not seeing a lot of comments. Maybe I can't see the comments right now because over here on my phone it's still saying that that nobody is. Well, shows one person on here. It shows several people on up here. So who knows? I can't see any comments. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks for dealing with the background noise. Hopefully it wasn't too annoying. And I'll see you guys. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll continue these live streams as I'm in Iceland, but it all depends on the connectivity and kind of what that looks like for us. And so I will be back soon either way. So you guys have an amazing night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.